How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today we have Slythe from Super7's ThunderCats Ultimates action figure line. Originally from the planet Plundar and leader of the mutants, who also include Jackal Man, Monkey and Vulture Man, Slythe ended up on Third Earth at the same time as the rest of the mutants. Well, except for Vulture Man. He showed up later. Out of all of the mutants, this has always been my favorite of the four. Slythe comes with an extra open mouth, slightly more expressive face sculpt. But both of these actually look really good. You could put either one on here and he'd look fantastic. He also comes with a secondary set of grabby, grobbly hands. And he comes with a spiked mace for braining the ThunderCats. A very nice looking battle axe that has apparently been really roughly sharpened. I mean, not in real life, but like if this was a real axe, that's a really rough sharpening job. And he comes with the classic battle axe that would have been the one that at least I remember seeing the most in the cartoon, and also that came with the original figure. Wait, is it? Yep, thought so. This base has nothing to do with him. I just had it in there because it looked cool to stand everything on it. And of course we have Slythe. Oh, this figure looks awesome. Well done, Super7. I know that some people really don't like Super7's action figures. They feel like they're not articulated enough, and that is definitely a complaint that is valid. Some people really want buckets of articulation, while other people want something that has more form, and when the articulation gets in the way of the look of the form, they're like, nah, just give me the form. Well, personally with this figure, I'm glad that there are certain places that don't have an articulation point, like up in the chest here. I'm perfectly okay with that. And I'm going to assume that the body only has a limited amount. Oh, well, that's actually more than I thought. Wait a minute, we're not at the articulation segment yet. Hang on 1 minute. Slythe's initial face sculpt is perfect. It's perfect. I'd really like this so much. And this figure is fantastically textured too. It looks like scales. This is great. This is so amazing. And the tail here also, the underneath of the tail has some really cool details. It's been painted nicely. All of his spots are. This is so fantastic. Let's try and get a look at the underneath here. There's the chest decoration that holds his straps on. I'm not really sure what you would call that. His chest harness. Oh, and he's also got the wrist bracers, his wrist cuffs. They look really good as well. This is just a fantastic figure. This is so far, my favorite of all of the 6-inch scale ThunderCats figures. Now, I don't have any more of the Ultimates. I do have Mattel's version of Lion-O and Panthro, and even the SDCC versions of Wily Kit and Wily Cat. Now I'm really thinking I'm gonna pick up Jackal Man. The Mattel version, not the Super7 version. Now let's just quickly see how well this figure is or is not articulated. Well, the head is on a ball joint with, oh gosh, is that a hinge? Well, I gotta see. Is that? Nope, that's just a really big ball. He's got a gigantic ball in there. Like, that's a lot more movable than I thought it was going to be. I guess they gotta make up for the fact that he has no neck articulation and a gigantic hunchback. Of course, he's gonna have rounded hinges, as is pretty much the industry standard for most figures. No kind of bicep swivel, but he does have the elbow that can do about that with a swivel. And the wrist is on a rounded hinge. You have the waist, which we kind of got into a little bit. And that's a lot. Oh, wow. Okay. That's a lot more posable than I thought it was going to be. And then in here, he's got a lot of articulation with these legs. That is great. Yeah, I'm impressed. I didn't think it was going to be that well. And then, of course, we have the knees. What do the knees have? Single jointy. Do they rotate? Yeah, they do. That's pretty good. And then, of course, we have a rounded hinge right here in the front that you're also going to have a pivot. So, you know what? This is actually more articulated than I was thinking it was going to be. I am finding myself very much impressed with this figure. Very much. When I was a kid, the ThunderCats were one of my absolute favorite cartoon shows. If the Superpowers collection with the Super Friends cartoon was my first love, my second was the ThunderCats. I obsessed about that cartoon show. I wouldn't become obsessed again with another cartoon franchise like I was with ThunderCats until the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came out. Anyway, I certainly like this guy. If you can find him anywhere online that's not being sold by a scalper that's demanding your firstborn son and $75 shipping from someplace far, far away, I say pick him up. For sure. If you can find him at Big Bad Toy Store or online somewhere for the actual retail price, jump on that lily pad before another frog does. Because if not, you're just gonna be left treading water, looking for a deal somewhere else. Anyway, super friends, I gotta go. I got a whole big bad day in front of me, and I gotta edit this video, so I'll see you with the next one, which actually will be G.I. Joe Classified Breaker with Ram Cycle. Until next time.